throwing for tight ends today. Position of need, Mazz.
Yep, definitely. Long term, anyway.
Have we ever hit tight end?
The reason I pulled that cut is because we've never hit a tight end.
I didn't think so.
Unless we did, and I missed it.
We're due.
I don't think we have.
I would take a tight end, yeah, but I wouldn't take him early.
Okay, so is it a need?
Unless Warren, I would take Warren early. I take that back.
I feel like it's become a need only that Tyler Warren will be available to him. Like, I don't know. Hunter Henry's been great.
Yeah,
Hooper's good second tight end.
he is. But again, both those guys are old.
Either way, the Peterson School is a presenting sponsor of the Felger Mazz Big Board. The Peterson School is drafting instructors for all locations. If you're an expert in your trade and want to share your knowledge, visit petersonschool.com. We've taped or magneted a edition of the Lindy's 2025 NFL Draft Annual on a big whiteboard. This exercise is very simple. We throw 3 Nerf balls at the magazine, page 1, page 2, page 3. Where it lands on the page is who the Patriots just might draft. We've been doing this for 15 years. Our track record is outstanding, so I'd pay attention to this because we're usually right at least once, if not twice a year. It's open up to the first tight end page. This is an important throw, which unfortunately we've given to Murray, who throws like my Aunt Mildred.
Millie.
Here we go, Murray. First throw. Have at it. Go ahead.
Murray's throwing. What color is that?
That's black.
The black marker.
Always bet on black.
Oh, nice mark.
Can't miss that one.
Look at that. Looks like eye black.
Harold Fannon Jr., Bowling Green.
Boo.
That's like the real-life Harold Fenifessy.
Boo.
Harold Fannon Jr., Bowling Green. He misses both Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland.
I love Loveland.
Okay.
I like Loveland. Loveland's closer to Brock Bowers. 240, 6'5", 230, 6'5".
So this is one of the beauties of the big board is we don't stack the deck. We
Correct.
don't rig it. We don't, you're not supposed to aim. You don't like. So what I'm going to ask you is this. There's only 2 pages on tight ends.
Okay, I'll aim for the left side.
I'm just saying we're not going to throw 2 on the first page. We're not going to do that.
Okay, no, we're not.
We're not going to stack the deck. We're going to throw 2 at the crap bums and let the big board do what the big board does.
Right.
This is part of the way. I think part of the reason it's been successful is that it's genuine.
Right. We don't fudge it.
We don't futz with it.
Nope.
So we're not futzing with this. Here come the crap bums. 2 throws for the crap bums.
Correct.
Stand by.
I've had a propensity to hit the right side, so I'm gonna try to tighten my delivery.
And what color is that, Mazz?
Green, color of money.
Here comes the color money.
Nailed it. Left side, right in the board, right in the...
Yep. Rivaldo Fairweather.
Like him. Where do you go to school?
Auburn.
Yeah.
Okay. Very quiet.
SEC, baby.
Final throw.
Woo!
Throw, here we go. Oh, that actually kind of.
Just above the yellow box on the right.
Yeah. It was blue. It was blue. It's blue, so whatever that blue one to the right is.
Right here, you're saying?
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
right there, yeah.
It's the last guy on the board, so I don't like your chances. It's Caden Prescorn.
Oh, God. He sounds like a stiff. Caden Prescorn.
Before you go to kindergarten, you go to preschool.
Yeah. Prescorn.
Okay, so the tight end you hit the first one is Harold Fannon Jr. from Bowling Green. According to the Lindy's Sports Annual, he's the 3rd rated tight end on the board.
Okay.
They interestingly had Colston Loveland rated ahead of Tyler Warren.
Oh, okay. Loveland was really good. I was saying to Murray just quickly that if I were the Vikings, I'd take Loveland to try to reunite him with J.J. McCarthy, but keep going.
Harold Fannon, I'm going to start with the weaknesses. Plays a bit frenzied and uncoordinated.
Oh, love it.
That's a tough write-up. Frenzied. Will occasionally fall to the ground on a route or hit the dirt when not establishing his base while run blocking. Small in height and weight. He's 6'4", 230.
Well, that's small for a tight end.
Feel small,
Well,
though.
230 is.
6'7". Not everyone's going to be that size.
Although Loveland is 6'5", 230, but keep going.
Okay, the black marker smudged out some of the write-ups, so I'm going to have to work hard for this. For a guy as light as he is, he doesn't project as a burner.
Just make it up.
I think something's a little messy. His routes are a little messy. His hands are a little messy. Now it's all spudged out, and I can't read it anymore.
Either or.
Strengths. Fannon is hard to bring down. Carries good functional strength. on his lanky frame, that's when you know he doesn't have much strength.
Right.
Because they have to qualify it.
Correct.
If he
It's
were
functional
strong, you
strength.
would just say he's strong.
Right.
Now we have to say he has functional strength.
Yes.
Anyway, functional strength on his lanky frame. Huge statistical seasons came from impressive skills in play extension, as he can make quick cuts to make new paths to the goal line and break arm tackles. Did incredibly well against Penn State and Texas A&M,
Well, that's a good sign.
alleviating concerns about level of competition issues. Barthy, what are your thoughts on this player?
So he's athletic, big guy, tough to tackle, moves well, doesn't have the top end speed. I don't love doing player comps, but I actually feel pretty good about this one. Jonnu Smith. He reminds
You
me a
know
ton
what?
of Jonnu Smith.
That's who's just popping into my head when you were describing him.
Yep.
Former Titan.
I was going to say,
Connection there?
and I don't know about the size. Like, he looks, and maybe it's because of the number on the uniform, he looks a little like Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, well, he wears 0, what Mazz is saying.
I don't think he's that tall, but he's built that way, yeah.
Okay, put him on the board. How about Rivaldo Fairweather?
This is my guy.
Auburn, 6'3", 247.
Love it. Get some meat to him.
Strengths. This is rare for the big board this year. Disproportionately long-armed for his size.
Love it.
All right.
And has an outstanding catch radius.
See, he stands out.
Has the versatility to move around the offense without becoming one-dimensional. Smooth route runner who gets out of his breaks without gearing down or firing his feet too much.
He looks kind of skinny, though, ish.
We've got Vinny and who's ever out there at NBC Sports Boston. Just an outstanding job with the clips ready to roll. Weaknesses. 6'3", 247. On the lighter and smaller side for a traditional inline tight end,
Well, then beef up.
and will face some uphill battles when asked to pass block against defensive ends. More of a good than great athlete who will need to win in zones rather than beating defensive backs along his routes. He's a get-in-the-way blocker who doesn't have the strength to redirect and push people around.
He's not a blocker then.
Pro comp, James Mitchell, Detroit Lions. And let me give you the pro comp for your Harold Fannon. Jordan Reed was his pro
Oh,
comp.
Jordan Reed.
Okay.
Okay, not bad.
Final one. This is the 16th of 16 prospects, which we've seen it in quite a bit of, frankly.
This is a scrub.
Caden Prieskorn.
How do you spell that?
Prieskorn. He goes to Old Miss, and so, of course, we have clips of him dunking on that Fakakta basket they have behind the bench.
We've hit a lot of Mississippi
On
guys.
Old Miss. We sure do. That's why we keep seeing that freaking basketball rim.
Well, this guy's got some size.
Again, 6'6", 255. Has
6'6".
some strong technical flashes as a run blocker, especially his drive and people-moving ability. Well-rounded and well-built. Weaknesses.
This guy's slow.
Disappeared during big games when lined up against particularly athletic linebackers in Georgia and South Carolina games.
That's not good.
Lacks the athletic ability to be consistently involved in the deep passing attack.
Yup, he's slow.
Much older prospect than his counterparts, a rare leftover from the class of 2018.
2018?
What?
No, that's his
2025.
freshman year, yeah. So he spent 7 years in college.
Barthy?
Yeah, he's one of these older leftover COVID guys. He's a blocking tight end, and they might need that, but they can get him as a UDFA.
He's 25 and slow.
Jesus.
2018 is a long time ago.
That's
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Well, that's when he was a freshman. But yeah.
There's a quarterback in this draft who's going to go top 100 who's in that same recruiting class.
What's he, 25 or 26?
You know, they don't give me his age.
Because they're embarrassed to. That's why. He's old and slow.
By the way, I have been informed we have hit on tight end before. Last year, Jaheim Bell.
Oh, we did. We don't have tape of it because it was a 7th-round guy, but either way. So we have, Jaheim Bell. All right, well, that's what I fear we're
Yeah, heading that way
for
again.
in range for once again.